single leg hip car, a lot of people are gonna really struggle to be able to stand on that single leg and move that opposite hip throughout a full range of motion. So I have a foam roller here as an example for some support. If you're a coach and you have a whole bunch of athletes, or if you're in a gym-based setting and you have a bunch of clients, just taking people to the wall and have them put their hand up on the wall, so that way it adds a little stability if they have a hard time standing on that leg. For a lot of our athletes, we like them to be on one leg because it kind of forces their ability to balance, and then, or challenges their ability to balance, and then as a coach, you can kind of use that as like a really simple readiness screen. So an example being, if you see an athlete that looks really good in that single leg position going through that hip car a couple days before, and then you walk into practice and they're having a hard time like maintaining that position, kind of cues you in to go look at your readiness scoring, go over and have a conversation with the athlete. Hey, how you feeling? Just a great tool to kind of do a bunch of things in one. So with that being said, let's go through the motion. So if I'm doing it without upper extremity support, I like to kind of throw my hands out to the side, and I'm going to squeeze my fist to kind of create tension throughout my whole body. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive my right leg straight up, and then I'm going to drive my hip out. And what I'm trying to do is keep my hips pointed toward you. And then in this position, I'm going to rotate my foot back behind me first to go into internal rotation. And as I go into internal rotation, I'm going to circle back around behind my body, come into hip abduction and extension at the same time. And then I'm going to reverse that motion where my knee's going to go out first, come all the way back up and around to that top position. That would be an example of 1 rep. They need upper extremity support. Again, foam roller or wall. You're going to go knee up, hip out, internal rotation, rotate into abduction, come back down, and then reverse that motion. And what we're trying to do is get people to explore as much of their joint space as possible. And then what this should improve over several weeks as their hip mobility and their in-range capacity improves as well.